Hello, I'm Bruce Zimmerman, and this is the Open Line Garden Show podcast for this week. Now, each year, the nurseries, greenhouses, and other suppliers go and actually tell you what they're introducing into Ontario for the coming year. And they break it down into different categories. And we're going to start with annuals this week. And this will be the newer ones that you're going to see in 2019. In other words, they know because they either got orders for or they've actually produced and or the producers actually are here. So I'll tell you also who's going to be either producing it or growing it here in Ontario. And they will provide these plants to different garden centers. So you're going to have to go looking for them in your local garden centers. Now, annuals. Let's do those first. The Calibrachoa hybrids are always become more and more popular. They have had more breeding done than many plants. First, they always try to get rid of some of the requirements for the very low pH of the soil mix in order to do well. So they've done a little bit of that, and they've brought it up into a reasonable range. But they are keep trying to improve. And in 2019, Select One is introducing a mini famous Uno Double Pinktastic. This is a Calibrachoa hybrid, and it is Uno Double Pinktastic. Now, it is a Floral Select Gold Medal winner, which means that it won many European awards, and probably the top awards for annuals. So that means this is going to be something you want to seriously take a look at. It is a double Calibrachoa. Now, you're used to the singles that look like straight petunias, but think of this one as a double petunia in pink and white. It grows best in baskets or in mixed containers. It has the nice double-shaped flowers, and the whole habit of the plant is ball-shaped. It is also half-trailing, which is really a good thing, because that means you've got that height of a ball shape with a ability to give a little bit of a hang over a pot or a container. This makes it really very popular for container and basket work. It will grow as a medium compact Calibrachoa, but it's very uniform in its blooming, which means that it's going to be very popular. In other words, lots of blooms, double, pink and white, ball-shaped, compact, but slightly trailing. There's a lot to be said, and no wonder that it won the Floral Select Gold Medal winner. Now, there is also, from Cicada, the Begonia Simpliflorens, which is your wax begonia, with extremely dark foliage. So that's basically your very dark bronze foliage. Very compact plant habit. It's called Senator IQ. Okay, now Senator IQ has that dark foliage. It has a very tidy habit with very large, bold blooms that are well suited for containers and mass landscape plantings. So very versatile. It is being added to the Senator IQ series, which also includes deep rose, pink, rose bicolor, scarlet, and white. So there's another one you're going to see in 2019. Now, the New Guinea hybrid impatiens have been around a very long time. They are very popular. And there is a series called Wild Romance. Now, the Wild Romance is having an addition to that series, and it is red. So, Wild Romance, red, very passionate. So you got a really passionate plant. It is from Duman Orange, and anything produced by Duman is always superior. It's just the way they do their breeding and their level of expectations from a plant. The flowers resemble a rose as the bud opens, and when it opens, it's like a gardenia. So, you've got this nice-looking plant. It is got two others in the series only. It's called Blush Pink and White. So, you've got now a red to go with the white or to go with the Blush Pink. I don't know. White and pink, okay, but Blush Pink and red, no. Oh, well. Look at this one very seriously. It's going to be an excellent addition if you're looking at sunshine impatiens. You know that this New Guinea is going to do very, very well. Coleus has had a lot of breeding since I was a little boy. And the newest one is an addition to the Party Time series. This Party Time Pinkfizz is exactly that. It is such a vibrant leaf color. It's naturally compact. It forms and performs well in both full sun and shade. There's a good thing. Versatile. And it's used as a contrast plant, because this plant basically shines. This Pinkfizz is such a vibrant pink with a little bit of a green edge here and there along it and some darker splashes in the petal. As a result, you're going to get really great color, but you're going to have a hard time putting it without it detracting from every other plant you got next to it. So utilize it carefully, or as a transition between colors, etc. Now, Angelonica angustifolia Angel Face is a series of Angelonica that's been around a little while. It is from proven winners, and you'll find that it is an addition to others, but this one has a unique silvery lavender shade that goes well with all the pastel pinks and silvers. It is an addition to that. It grows well in hot climates. So if we're going to have a hot summer, or you believe that, then this Angelonica will be your choice from proven winners. Now, the Ipomeas, what do you want to call this one? It's not really a sweet potato, but it is a sweet potato vine. And it is very dark purple. It has a nice heart-shaped leaf. It is part of the Power series for 2019. It's very densely branched, which is one of my complaints. They get a little long and leggy. And it holds the shape and color in the landscape and in mixed combos all summer long. It's got a medium vigor, which is good because, let's be honest, the sweet potato vine is very vigorous. It grows well, and it's easier to produce than many of the other older varieties. So that means you're going to see a lot of growers pick this one up as a substitute for the others that you're used to. It's a little tidier in its habit, making it great for hanging baskets or smaller pots. And it's from Ball Floral Plant. So that one you should go look for. Use it as a coarse, dark contrast with a lot of the pinks, I think, and pastels. And I think you'll find it does very well. Now, the Sun Patience, there is a series called Vigorous, and it is a very strong, vigorous series. Now, this Hakurai, which Sun Patience, is red. Now, we're talking red here. And it does better than most. It's very vigorous. It has better branching with a strong plant vigor, so it's really going to stand up there. And it will bloom for you in both sun and shade, spring through fall, and it's doing very well in all of the test trials. It's from Cicada, and you're probably going to go through a greenhouse and you're going to look at the Sunpiz patents, and you're going to sort of stop and look at this one and grab it. The next one is a Coleus, and this one looks like a Coleus as a little boy I used to grow in my bedroom window. It's the big leafed variety that has the sort of yellowy gold background with all the red veins. I mean, I first looked at this plant and I went, what do you mean that's new? I mean, that was a little boy a long time ago. It was in the last century. So, if that's the case, I said, what's so great about this one? Well, one, is vigorous. Two, it's very bushy and mound. And the gold is a little more radiant, and the red venation is better. And I have to admit, the red venation is a little better. But here is the great thing about the Color Blaze selections. It performs well in both sun and shade, which the old variety was just a shade plant. In lower light, the gold part gets even brighter, and the red coloring is even nicer. So in low light, Golden Dreams will have more extensive red coloring, and brighter light, it'll have more gold. Okay? Confusing, I know. So it's from proven winners, and so you're definitely going to be seeing this one in containers, in their mixes, and also recommended in their different container groups. So as a result, you're going to see this one used a lot, being compact, being sun and shade as well. The next one I have a little bit of a problem with, but it has the same problem I have with a lot of plants, with chartreuse leaves. They always look pale, they always look sick, they always look like, no, somebody forgot to feed it. Okay? So, the Begonia Canary Wings. Now, this Begonia is an angel wing type. It is going to have that bright chartreuse foliage with lots and lots of bright red all season long blooms, and lots of them. It grows best in 60% part shade. So 60% shade. It makes great shade baskets, pots, and combinations. It's from Ball Ingenuity. So it should do very, very well, particularly in containers and in shady gardens. And it will make great large containers for that purpose, because it'll mix well with others, hang over, and can be blended in. And the chartreuse will be a nice accent. I just have a hard time getting over the chartreuse plants. All of them, without exception. Coreopsis annual is here. Again, it's an annual, not the perennial. It's called Electric Sunshine. It's a non-stop display of basically your yellow daisy types with the red eyes, and it's going to be annual, and you don't have to clean or cut this one back to continue to flower. It flowers non-stop from spring until late fall, and it's from Darwin Perennials, another great grower and producers of plants. I'm Bruce Zimmerman. This is the Open Line Garden Show podcast for this week.